What is going on, guys? Samix Plays here, and Season 1 is officially about to drop. We are less than 24 hours away from being able to unlock Hailey and getting some new content, which I am really looking forward to. Today we're going to be going over some things that you probably should keep in mind if you are wanting to get like max value before the season drops. So we're just going to go over some basics as well as what you could be doing to get Season 1 ready, essentially. So first things first, if you haven't already seen this, the Battle Pass is going to be expiring, so you definitely do want to claim any unclaimed rewards if you do have it. So claim all your bonus coins, go over here to the bonus shop, and you want to just max out your currency and just spend it all. Once the Battle Pass ends, these are going to reset and you will no longer be able to use them once we get the new Battle Pass. So as you can see here, there's only 15 hours left. So tonight is going to be the last night that you can use these. Make sure you are doing these Battle Pass missions so you can get these coins, the supply coins, and just make sure you've gotten all your rewards. I still need to get this one, actually. I need to do that today, but you guys get the idea. You basically just want to make sure you have everything claimed and good to go. Another thing to keep in mind that if you are tryharding and you want to be like super optimal and you're just going to be up when the maintenance starts going, I believe it's going to be down for 6 hours the last time I checked. I'll include a screenshot on the screen here, posting all the time zones and the good stuff like that. You do want to make sure to research whatever you want to research because you are going to need those mats and you want some extra room for the new content just in case you need to research anything there. So as always, it's a good idea to just like throw in some crystallization catalysts and energy activators before you go to bed. That way, if maintenance is still ongoing, you're not waiting for that maintenance to end and then throwing your stuff in there. You want to do that beforehand. That way you can be a little bit more optimal. And once the maintenance ends, you can just like grab that stuff and then start researching whatever you want to research. Make sure you are farming some golden Kuiper for the new content. As we know in the early game, the Kuiper is going to be the big sink, but as you progress to the later game, the gold is going to be the biggest issue. You do want to make sure you're farming that, especially since we're getting a new Descendant. We're going to have to upgrade some mods and things like that. Now, of course, we don't know if they're dropping Hailey's mods right when Season 1 launches. I believe they said they're dropping it later, or it's speculated that they're dropping later. Maybe we'll see something like they'll drop like 1 or 2 for her, and then they'll drop the other ones like on the October 10th patch. We don't know yet. It hasn't been decided, but it's always good to be prepared to just have like a back pile of gold ready. That way, if you need it, you can use it. There's actually a really good farm right now. Actually, this is the best farm. It is going to be this one over here in Echo Swamp in the abandoned zone, and you're going to do the environment contamination zone over here. This is also going to give you some really good reactors for things such as Valby and Glay, so you can kind of do a 2 bird 1 stone kind of situation here where you're farming for reactors, but you're also getting like a lot of that gold, because this is the best spot in the entire game to farm for gold. You can finish the mission once you get the route down in about 35-45 seconds and just rinse and repeat, and you're going to be earning a lot of gold per hour, assuming you are just spamming it. So make sure to stockpile that gold. We don't know everything that's coming with the new content, so it's always better to be prepared. And these are going to be really good for farming. As I said, I'm still farming mine reactors for like Glay and stuff. As you can see, I've spammed the mission quite a bit. Ideally, you would want to go for something like Dimension Boost and then damage to Colossus if you're playing Massacre Glay, or you could also go for something like Skill Cooldown for Infinite Ammo Glay, Skill Cooldown additional damage to Colossus, and then the Dimension for if you're doing a massive sanguination AoE farming build. But basically that's what you want to be looking out for, and it does apply to Glay and Valby as well as other non-attribute characters, so it is going to be really good. It's going to be for general rounds, so things like the Thunder Cage and the Python and stuff like that. So you definitely want to be doing that, farming those reactors. You get gold, you get Kuiper. It's just a overall really good farm spot this week. And if you didn't know, you can can actually see a schedule here. So you see how it says down here, all rewards. If you click V, it gives us the schedule for when the reactors are going to rotate. So this can be very useful. So keep that in mind when you are trying to target farm those reactors, that it does tell you in advance what reactors are going to be what. So just keep that in mind. Very good farm spot this week. Extremely busted. I highly recommend going and spamming that for sure. Make sure that if you are going to do those farms, you have the farm set equipped on. So something like character XP if you're trying to level. Honestly, you should just do it on Bunny or Valby, Bunny being the quickest if you're doing the mission that I showed you. But make sure you have like gold increase, firearm. This one is not even perfect, but ideally you would want like a firearm proficiency and gold increase. Something like this, module and Kuiper shard drop rate up, things like that. So you are stacking up that Kuiper and gold, so you're being like optimal. And you can also like level there pretty fast as well. I was doing it with Glay. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this build right here so far. The massive sanguification build, and I just basically spam one ability and it's like I just clear everything in the area. It's kind of insane. So for me, that's what I'm doing, because I'm basically doing like 5 things at once. I'm farming gold, Kuiper, weapon proficiency, because I'm trying to max out my weapons for the other showcases that I do, of course, and then also leveling my Glay, because I've just procrastinated on that for so long, so I finally ended up doing it. But yeah, you guys get the point. Basically, try and be optimal. There's many ways you could do it. If you did want to farm that mission with something like Glay, you can use this. It's really good at farming. Keep in mind that in that area, in that mission, sometimes it can spawn a lot of like really tough to deal with mechanics, such as the shield guys that you have to shoot through, as well as like immunity with the mobs and stuff like that. So Bunny is going to be the most optimal to farm that, because her spells just go through all of that, right? But if you were trying to farm that mission with something like Bunny, you could either do the high voltage build right here, or you could do the Bunny cave build. So basically it depends what you want. You're going to get more damage off high voltage, but this will give you more AoE. So it's up to you guys. But yeah, the mission's extremely quick, so definitely go do that if you're trying to farm for reactors and gold and Kuiper and all that good stuff. It's definitely a good idea to go and farm that. Now for my cosmetic lovers, keep in mind that the skins, such as Valby's Albion Academy Cadet, as well as the other Albion Academy Cadet skins, are going away. I do not know if they will be coming back, but after the Season 1 patch drops, it is going to be gone, I'm assuming, for the entire season. I don't know that for sure. They could bring it back really quickly, but keep that in mind that these and the maid skins are going away. So if you were trying to get something like Valby's head skin from this, which, by the way, I am like tilted that they do it this way. I wish I could just like select the head skin, so I could just like buy this piece over having to buy the entire outfit, but that's a whole nother discussion. But you guys get what I'm saying. Basically, if you are super into the cosmetics like I am, you definitely, this is your last chance to get these. I am sure they will rotate some new skins into the shop to compensate for these leaving. We'll have to wait and see what those look like. The swimsuit skins are going to be here for another month, so you don't have to stress about those, but just make sure that if you did want to get one of these skins or the headpieces or whatever, this is your last chance to do so. The FOMO strategy is huge here. It made me buy the Valby headpiece because I was just like, bro, she really doesn't have that many like long hair options, so I ended up just buying it because I'm a sucker. But yeah, I will be releasing a how to unlock Hailey video once I see the new patch and see everything that you need to do, and then of course, like in all my guide videos, I'll make sure to include like the best methods and the optimal route to basically get her. We did see that some of her pieces can be unlocked in the dungeons, so I don't know if that is going to be the primary method to unlocking her, or if you're going to be also be able to open her through amorph patterns. We're not really sure yet, but I will keep you guys updated on that, how the most optimal way to get her is, so I got you on that one. And of course, I don't know how much value this is going to have since we're 1 day away, but make sure you are throwing whatever crystallization catalysts and energy activators you can in the research thing, because obviously if you are going for Hailey and you want to full build her, you are going to need a lot of crystallization catalysts for her as well as her weapon. I am going to be building Hailey up because I am just extremely curious after that showcase to see her damage. She looks like she's a lot of fun and that she can like heavy nuke bosses, showcases, so I'm definitely going to build her up, and then I will do a showcase on her at some point. But yeah, you want to make sure that you are stocking these. I know it's not that much value. I'm dropping the video a day before the season, so it's just something to keep in mind. Make sure, again, you throw your crystallization catalyst and your research thing before you go to bed. That way, once maintenance ends, you can just immediately throw another one in there, start stocking these up and all that good stuff. And another thing to keep in mind if you are going for those catalysts and energy activators, if you don't know already, they're basically changing the missions from where you have to hold a point, and they're changing them to extermination missions. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to stock up on some of these mats, such as the heat plasma battery, which you can do optimally in Old Mystery. Basically what it is you go in there and you hold the point, you go activate the machine, and then 5 elites spawn. We do know that the hold the point missions are getting reworked, so you do want to make sure that you are farming these mats, because we do not know if these are going to change with the update. So once this gets reworked, it might only be like 1 or 2 elites that spawn over like 5 elites. It's the same thing for other mats as well that have like a hold the point position. So again, we don't have too much information about what it's going to look like. However, we do know that these farms potentially could change. So it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to stock up on those before the patch drops. That way you can be ready just in case it does get worse. It might get better. We don't, as I said, we don't know, but you at least want to keep that in mind. And that's pretty much everything you guys need to know before the Season 1 drops. I'm sure a lot of this information is already out there. I know a lot of other YouTubers already dropped this information, but I did just want to, just in case I am one of the TFD creators that you watch and you don't really watch too much TFD content or what have you, I did kind of want to regurgitate the information that we already know. So if you've already watched videos like this, you're probably not going to be finding anything new, but I did at least want to put one out. That way you guys can at least be informed and have a good understanding of what's going to be coming in Season 1 and how to prepare and all that good stuff. So I will be dropping a lot of videos once Season 1 releases, covering the new content and of course the new Descendant Hailey. I just have to grind for her first. I do not buy Descendants, so I will have to wait probably that initial timer. But after I do get her built up, I think we can have a lot of fun with her doing showcases and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that and all that good stuff. And if you enjoyed the content, please do drop a sub. It does help and go a long way, and I appreciate all the support you guys have shown me over the past month. Y'all are goated. Thank you so much. If anything gets updated and more information does come out, I will make sure to let you guys know. I'll drop another video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.